Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today, got a world event, we got a pet, right? It's Wednesday. Yesterday was faction. Day before, campaign. So we're going to be working on the world event. We'll get the pet, do the dungeon, maybe open some vault keys. We'll see how far we go. This is the week to definitely open vault keys. Right before the vault is usually when you would do that, if you haven't done it already. Putting it in subscriber only mode. Trying to do this faster. 1 minute. There we go. I think that's all I need to do. I just need to get the live chat. What up, NASA? How's it going, DGen? Let me get to live chat now. Alright, where should we go here? I forgot to look at the campaign. There's like a... I forgot to look at all the stuff. Also, the Zephyros' Cloud, this might be your first chance at getting that. So, if you haven't got it yet, I think there's been chances, but it's very, like, RNG based. So, or you had to pay money or something. Like, this is the first time you can get it for sure for free, right? So, that pet... And then the campaign, I didn't go over like all the rewards that we're getting this campaign. I forgot to do that because there's like a cool mythic in there. See, I don't poop on every mythic. This one's actually pretty good, it looks like. What's up, Belgian's Toy? How's it going? Let me get this on live chat. But we got Burl Dog. Burl Dog. Cosmetic pet. Was that like a construct dog? Stormheim. So we got a new title, a new portrait, a new pet. And then more copies of the pet. Key set. More copies. And here's this weapon. This weapon looks pretty cool. Live chat. There we go. Boink. Do that. But the weapon, deal damage to an enemy, then convert 8 yellow gems to Uber Doom Skulls. That sounds alright. It's not terrible. Once again, it's me trying to decide it's good based on some text. I haven't used it yet, and I'm not going to get it for a while because I'm free to play, and that's what sucks about being free to play. I don't get to use the cool stuff until it comes out for free to play. What else? Portrait, more pets. Cursed runes are here now. They put some new stuff in the rewards if you didn't notice. Including cursed runes here. Good morning, Jam Ricks. No luck today. Haven't you got like a perfect run a bunch of times? Haven't you got a perfect run a bunch of times? The perfect runner, eh? Yo, Funky Town. Yeah, I think, what is it, like 2 or 3 times you got a perfect run? What else? We got strength here. I didn't go over this. Give attack to all allies. 7% chance of an extra turn for each red gem on the board. It's a tarot card. Those aren't too consequential. But it's something you need to get eventually. The Onyx Giant. This is the mythic. Degen said not had a perfect yet, but descended to level 4 today. That's pretty good. I think I'm on level 3, and I've had 1 perfect. Hiram Hawk is here. I need to put in a pinned comment here in a second. You guys will start to understand. I might do this thing like once a month where we like really go a little bit harder on the train stuff. Like at that last stream of the month. It's not fully fleshed out. I'm just, part 0 right now. Just trying to figure out if I'm going to do this and if it's a thing that you want to do or not. Well, a little bit of it today maybe. Last stream of the month. It's August 31st. You know, this kind of determines if the month is good or bad. But deal scatter damage, then convert 8 gems of a chosen color to Uber Doom Skulls. So you would choose Probably a color that you have the best chance of getting an extra turn somehow, even though you can't guarantee it to happen since it's only 8 gems and not all of them. But also scatter damage, so it's going to hit all enemies for scatter damage. And then also Uber Doom Skulls. Stone Skin. Create 2 Uber Doom Skulls when I take skull damage. That's kind of a weird last trait. Usually their last trait is something crazy good. So, and that one's kind of weird. It's kind of like the dragons that make the skulls. That one's Uber Doom Skulls. Hey, shout out DC United with the 10. Thank you so much, bro. You are a level 10 conductor, bro. We'll figure out what you're doing here in a little bit. You might want to, if you're not going to be here, you might want to designate somebody to make choices for you or something. Also, let me know what kind of weapon you want. If you have a certain kind of flavor you want, like a class or something. You can do as much as you want with it or do nothing at all, and I'll decide everything. It's up to you. So you're a level 10 conductor, right? And you can say, like, if you're this or that, if you're a warrior or you have a machine gun or you have a whatever you want to do, bro. And if not, it's cool. I'll make it up. And you can designate another person to do it for you if you're not going to be here. Or I can just do it for you. Up to you. Anything else? 25 cursed runes. Dragonite's in here. But you really have to buy a lot to get to this, right? I think after like 1,000, you're into the super duper paid stuff. So like if you just pay for the $5 one, you get the mythic. But like the expensive pass, you get Dragonite, cursed runes, epic vault keys, power orb, more cursed runes. But yeah, I think that mythic looks good. You know, I think the new mythic we're getting this Friday, which is not that one, looks bad. But the new mythic in the campaign looks good. Alright, let's go to the Sapphire Shard. I need to do some of this. Grab my rewards, because I want tokens, because I want to be more powerful. Got a badge. That's cool. Elgin's had 3 perfect dungeon runs so far. DC says, hi, Sinnycool and all you sinners, choir members, and lurkers alike. Finger that thumb and let's have some fun. Gotta activate lurker mode. Be excellent. Alright, so if you don't want to decide, like, who, you know, you're like, who would make decisions for you here or whatever, I'll do it for you. Elgin's toy with the trains. Thank you so much there. Elgin's? Alright, cool. So it would be you, then Elgin's, then me, if we do anything here. Which we are, because you're a level 10 conductor, bro. What up, Lord Augustin? Alright, so I need to do a little flavor pinned comment, but let's do some fights first. It's supposed to be mostly Gems of War here. Alright, we got Balder. I feel like I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second. One second. Or we could do the dungeon first. You want to do the dungeon first? I think we should do the dungeon. Let's do the dungeon. I want to do that first. Alright, let's see what we can do here, y'all. Maybe I can get a perfect, or maybe I can go down a level. Of course you want a perfect. That's like the best thing you can do is get a perfect. But getting a perfect and then going down a level would be great. That'd probably be even better, right? And then at least going down a level would be cool. If you like kind of stay on the same level, get 2 traps and only fight the fights, that's like the worst you can do, right? Okay, so which room should I pick? 4 is kind of one of my lucky numbers. Let's pick 4. Ooh, got it. Got a fight. What would be my second? Kind of like 3. Ooh, 2 fights. Can we get a perfect today? All right, out of 1, 2, 3, and 6. I like 3. I like 3. Let's get 3. Ah, we didn't lose yet, right? All right, we got 1, we got 2, we got 6. Where the heck is it, y'all? I'm nervous. Okay, Elgins, you're semi-lurking. Okay, no problem. I can take care of it. I got stuff. I took an extra. I wrote some stuff down and everything, so I got it handled. If nobody, DC has already participated, so if he doesn't want to do anything else, it's cool. I'll take care of it. He's a character in the story now. Everybody is, but he's just like a level 10 conductor, and everybody else is like level 0, center. 2 or 6, says DJ. This is the worst bit, says DJ. 2 or 6, I think I like 6 better than 2. Let's do 6. Come on, baby! Oh my gosh, no, Jam Ricks, I bet you it's 2. Fire trap. Oh my god, it was 2. Farts. Might as well pick them all after that, huh? Anyway, whatever. What should we use? Probably just, wonder if Phoenicia still works. Let's go see. Alright, we're limited, okay. Let's fight this battle. Let's do the rest of the dungeon, then I'll put in the pinned comment. We got explosion. I played some of my new account the other day. All I did was adventure board. I did a little bit of guild stuff so I don't get kicked out of the guild. And I gave a little bit of gold to the guild. Man, the guild I'm in now is so much weaker than the one I was in before. I wish I could have stayed in that one I was in before that got me the armors and the mythic and everything. I had way higher stats. It's just so awesome being in a good guild. You can definitely tell the difference. If you want to see how important it is to be in a good guild, join a good guild for like 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then get kicked out and join a worse guild, and you'll see the difference. It's terrible. Like my stats, like my goblin used to hit for like 10 or 11, now it only hits for 8. My weapon used to hit for like 10 or 11 true damage, now it only hits for 8 or 9. Like the resources I get on Monday and Tuesday are like way less than I used to get. Like now I'll get like, 150 gems when I used to get like 300 or something. I got a wild queen from basically from being in that good guild and haven't got anything from being in this new one. Only like 8 to 10 people are doing stuff in this new guild while like 20 people were doing stuff in the other one. Like it's terrible. I don't even know why they kicked me out. I mean, I wasn't active for like a week straight, but it wasn't like, okay, so from Monday to Sunday I did something and then, I didn't do anything from like whatever, it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they kicked me out. And like, I could have done something still that week when I was going to, but I was on a short leash, I guess, from being the lowest level in the guild. And they freaking ripped that leash back and flung me back in the house. Now I'm in not a crappy guild, but not as good. And I can definitely tell. But hey, we'll level up, we'll get some stuff on our own, we'll enjoy being in a somewhat okay guild, and then we'll just keep looking for a better one. But I think I'm gonna stick with this guild for a couple weeks or something. I don't plan on staying in it for too long. Better luck next time, says DJ. Yep, I should have picked 2 like y'all said. DJ says I've been getting perfect runs back to back. Nice. DJ says, usually now if I get a dungeon fight, I fight right away in case I get traps. Oh, that's a good idea. The only thing would be like if you get stairs, you could go down and then get more rewards. So that's why I do it the way I do it. But that's a good idea. I'll have to think about that. Just fight them right away. So you don't get traps. This might be too hard for Phoenicia. In a little bit. Oh, let's see. just take red, sure. Guy's almost dead over there. Just need skulls or something. There we go. And we're done with the dungeon. That's a good idea. I didn't think about doing that. Alrighty, so we got our 10 diamonds there. I'm gonna buy this again, even though I'm super low. If I go under 4,000 gems, I'm about to. I'm gonna quit buying these, like, at a certain point. I don't know what the point is. Maybe 3,000 or something. But for now, I've been buying them almost every day. I think I missed a day. But I've been buying them whenever I think about it. Just for now. Let's get rid of these blankies. What kind of offer do I got? It's going to be something I want. That way I have to go under 4K. Nope. Cool. Alright, now we do... let's knock this pet out real quick. So we're on Phoenicia right now. Fight unless you're L. Alright, let me, Y'all might think this is corny, you might not want to do it or whatever. It's the train business, just a little bit more of it fleshed out a little bit. I'm not the best at this. I never played D&D or anything, or any choose your own adventure kind of crap, so cut me some slack. It should get better as we go, as I put more thought into it. But we'll see how it goes here. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to write this one pinned comment, then we're going to play Gems of War. And I don't even know if I spelled everything right either. I didn't spell check it. You might not be able to see it all either. Almost done, sorry. Bad typer. I learned typing from Everquest. Alright, here we go, here we go. I'm gonna pin that. So I just put, an eerie feeling overcomes you as you gather in the train station as directed by emergency broadcast services. That's where we stand right now. We have a level 10 conductor, and now we have Chad. He says, get to the chopper now, yo Cinny and Sinners. Chad is the co-pilot. He's a level 2 co-pilot. Level 2 co-pilot with a level 10 conductor. So that's a pretty good combo right there. We'll see what happens. But let's do this pet real quick. I think it's the first time you can get this pet. It's one of those pets that go along with a certain troop. So Zephyros would be the troop that it goes along with. Just makes him, like, gives him a little bit of stats or whatever. Not super consequential. I think the only, like, awesome troop that has a pet right now is probably, like, was it, like, King Averlorn or something? Is there any other, is there a better troop than that has a pet right now, do you guys know? Phoenicia. Usually I try to speedrun this, but I'm too busy talking and being ADD. Chad says, get to the chopper. Thank you, Chad. Level 2 co-pilot. If you're not here, who do you want to assign somebody to, if something happens that you need to respond to? You want to, like, pick somebody in case you're, like, busy at work or something? It's going to happen. There's going to be stat checks after a certain period of time. There's going to be things that happen. And you may have to... I don't know if you'll have to respond per se, but your character will be doing things. As well as everybody else here. Just it's not like everybody can participate. It's just they're the main characters in the story. Alright, Magma Dragon Phoenicia. This is the world record team for pet rescue. It just got the record a couple of months ago. So it is the current meta for pets. Phoenicia can pretty much one-shot everything up to, like, battle 6 or so, at least for me. I mean, everybody has different stats. It's going to depend on your magic stat. How much red you got on the board, etc. if you're not using the right class. I mean, I've heard people before like, why does my Phoenicia not do a lot of damage? I'm like, are you using Sun Spear? They're like, oh no, I was using Elementalist. I'm like, well, Phoenicia does damage boosted by red gems. And if there's a firestorm, she deals double damage. So that's why you must use her with a fire class. You can't just use whatever you want, or else she's going to be weaker. So that's why I leveled up all my fire classes with Phoenicia, and I kind of switched to a different team once I was done with that. So that's how she does her damage. We have to have a firestorm, and you know, that's a lava storm. Maybe that's a problem. But this is the world record, so I don't know. I'm not going to question it. Wonder if that counts as a firestorm. 'Cause she still hits pretty hard. Does anybody know? Does that lava storm count as a firestorm? I don't know if it does. Huh. Because wouldn't you want to deal double damage? That's a lot of damage. Okay. Leprechaun, which probably is not the correct move. I forget what battle I'm on. Might be, though. I think Magma Dragon. Oh, she got him. Nice job, Phoenicia. Alright, I think Magma Dragon can clean up this one, and then you have to do it the non-Leprechaun way. We'll see, though. Let's see. Can he clean this up? Oh, yeah. Not sure if he can clean up the last battle, though. I think that's where you get into trouble. Chad's a legend. DC's a legend. MVS, baby. Alright, so I didn't even use Leprechaun there. I can just fire this. Now we'll use Leprechaun. Got up Magma Dragon at least. Probably won't kill. We don't have Mirage-y. We want to take yellow or green if we see it, because red we want to keep on the board, but not really, because, well, they're submerged too, so that's nice. We can do this. And it didn't kill, thanks. Alright, they're not submerged now. There we go. Oh my god, Faceless One, you crazy lunatic with the 20, level 20 big bicep bodyguard. Doesn't that fit? He's got a gigantic mustache. He's got tattoos on his face. He's guarding the... He will be guarding... He's not anywhere yet. He's in the train station just flexing in the mirror, watching his favorite streamer on his phone. But he will be the bodyguard. Eventually. Because we're just sitting here. They told us to come here, and that's where we are. So we're just waiting to see what happens. We're supposed to be getting on this train, but they gotta, like... They're getting it ready to go, so we're kind of just waiting to see what happens. They told us to come here, you know? Alright, let's go Sapphire Shard. And show some teams. This was the super duper low level team. Let's just run this like once or something. Or a couple times, I guess, to get the gist. Got Medal of the North. You should have Badge of the North. And what else will we want with this team? I guess maybe an Anu. I don't know if that actually helps, but I guess we'll see. This would be like, hey, you're super low level, you're just trying to help your guild. You're not really trying, you're going to do like, you're going to probably do this, which I've been doing a lot on my new account, just to help. Like, there's really no excuse at all. Even if you're level 50, you should be helping your guild. You should at least do this. You get free turns. On my new account, I bought nothing in the shop. I barely have any troops. My stats are super low. I'm level 55 or something. And all you have to do is do this, and you gain 200% to all skills. I'm not going to do it on my main account and you probably shouldn't either. But if you're super low level and it's between not doing anything at all or doing this, I would at least do this. There's no excuse. Anybody that's doing 0 in their guild towards the guild event and you're level 50 or up, you are just being a slacker leech. Sorry. Because you could do one battle and you could do this and you would get it done. You could do one battle a day and it would help towards the rewards. So, and there's tons of people out there doing that because I've been on this new account. I've joined a couple, 2, 3 guilds now. And there's so many people doing nothing. And I'm like, it's so easy to just come in here, make a random team, and use Mythical Battle. 200% to your stats. So that pretty much makes you like level 200 or something instead of 50. Those slackers. Leeches. But thanks, bro. Thanks for the 20, Faceless One. Appreciate it, man. You rap. Oh, yeah, you're the Hummer guy. Man, it might mess me up. But you'll switch to the Hummer later or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put you in there, but we'll see what happens. I didn't account for I didn't account for everything. Alright, do the Black Manacles, then we just need to get up our Dwarven Gates. Then you just cast them. You pretty much don't have to look at the board again. Maybe some skulls here or there, maybe some extra turns here or there. You can pretty much just cast Dwarven Gates at this point. But, you know, since they're submerged and we have skulls, might as well hit them. We can't do this because they're submerged. So we'll just sit here and cast Barrier on ourselves over and over. Until we wait for them to, like, either cast or lose Submerge or get skulls on the board. While we just Barrier our whole team over and over. We're just waiting for them to cast. This is the slow team, but safe, really safe. Hit them with skulls again. Kind of waiting. Oops. They must have some sort of skull mitigation there. It's kind of waiting. It's an extra turn. We got the manacles, but we gotta wait. We can do this, watch. Bang. Yeah, thank you, man. DJ said I got my 10th pet today, thus popped that achievement. I might want to write y'all's stuff down so I don't forget it. Let me write down your levels and your positions. Sorry if this is a little clunky. It's my first time. I was thinking about doing this like once a month. Last live stream of the month. We got DC. He's level 10. And he's the conductor. We got Chad. He's level 2. And you are the co-pilot. And then we got Faceless. Level 20. And he is the, right now he's the bodyguard, but he's be the Hummer guy. I'll just put bodyguard / Hummer. There we go. Now I can't forget it. I wrote it down. Funky Town said, shout out to the real sinners. Keep that train rolling. Yeah. What up, Supernova? He said, for my first perfect run the other day, and almost again this morning. Nice job. Yeah, I've only had one as well. And I got close today, too. I just picked the last. It always happens like that, don't it? You get 2 fights, and then you pick a freaking trap. I picked 2 fights, and then I picked a reward, like a treasure or whatever, and then I picked the wrong one. So I picked 3 good ones in a row, and then my 4th pick was the bad one. I'm not gonna do this team. I'll make another team here soon. I just want y'all to get the gist. All right, blue. Probably gonna make myself one of these type of teams on my new account pretty soon. Maybe as just like another team alongside the Goblin team. I got access to Roanne though on my new account. I don't have her yet, but I have Forest of Thorns quest open. I just have to go do it. But I was gonna do that on a video. That way we can capture getting Rowan on video. I got Mountain Crusher off video, so I hate that. But it's like, do I not play at all and then get kicked out of guilds and not make any progress? Or do I, you know, play offline and then when I come back to a video, I got Mountain Crusher, Rowan, a new mythic, all this stuff, and you're like, how'd you do it? It's like a conundrum. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to do a little bit of both. Like, not do too much off video, but I gotta do a little bit just to stay in a guild. But then you like stuff like getting Mountain Crusher doesn't get captured, which kind of sucks. But I can kind of control capturing the Rowan type because I have to go do something to get that. I just like leveled up and I had enough Brown Mastery to get Mountain Crusher. I couldn't really control it. And I had forgotten what mastery it was, and still don't remember it. But I can get pretty close just by looking at my mastery. Whatever it is. Alright, so that's a team you can use if you're super low level and you just want to help your guild, you just want to stay in your guild, you don't want to be a sore thumb, you don't have access to Rowan for whatever reason, and you don't have like Tesla or whatever else, Gobtruffle. But you can just use this, go to Mythical Battle, and do something. Don't do nothing. Come on now. Don't be one of those nothing leeches. But let's make another team. A higher level team. Dwarf. The real Sennas. Craig Jefferson says gamer. What's up? What's up, Craig? DJ says how you get a mythic so easy? You save up your diamonds, you get into a good guild, you save up your event keys, and that's about it, really. Everything else would just be luck. The only things you can control as far as getting mythics is saving up diamonds, saving up event keys, and getting in a good guild. That's all you can do. That's all you can control. Otherwise, it's RNG. So do your dungeon every day. Save your event keys. Don't waste them. And make sure you're continuously getting into better and better guilds, which means you need to save gold and do guild tasks and stuff. So, what should we do here? Should I show that one team I did? It was like Stonehammer. What was that team? I don't even remember what I did. Let me look. We got the Keghammer team. That one's easy. He hits really hard in this event because he does triple damage to giants, and a lot of the enemies are giants. And he starts with full mana. So then you can look at like Stormheim weapons, or dwarf weapons, I guess. So I think I went to Stormheim. And as y'all know, this isn't my favorite type of team. I just knew like people would like it. So sometimes you gotta don't make videos for yourself, make it for other people. Alright. Explode 40 blue gems. He's not a giant, so you'd have to do something for Stormheim. This would work. Ginormous Cleaver. Blue and yellow for each Stormheim ally. I don't know what I used in the video, but I don't know if it was the best option, because this is probably better. It was very early on Monday morning when I made my teams. That's going to be the problem with putting them out so early. I don't know how some people do it. I'm barely awake. The event just came out, so I haven't had time to think about it at all. And it's like I'm rushing to hurry up and put out a video, half asleep, when I just saw the restriction and I just saw, yeah, it's kind of hard. We'll just go like that because he can do double skull damage versus giants. We definitely want to be Titan, right? Titan. Sure, we got Storm, Aura, Banner. Need like brown and yellow. Not really, though, because he starts empowered. We really just need brown. Maybe brown and purple. Of course it's minus yellow. Maybe I'll do this one. Alright, let's show this one. Supernova says, is there a guild called the House of Leeches? Ah, that would be funny. Sir Michael has not had a perfect run. It's not, it's RNG, so if I've had a perfect run and you haven't, that doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It doesn't mean you're worse at the game than me. All it means is I'm luckier than you, so just because I've had a perfect run and you haven't, that's all that means. I got lucky and you didn't. So don't feel any kind of way. You're just having bad luck. It's all RNG. DJ says, I'm thinking of using Glory for the weekly troop and Chaos Shards for trying. Yeah. That's definitely a thing you do. Buy the Glory Shop troop up to Mythic so you can have another troop from that kingdom at fully ascended. And then definitely in the Underworld, if you're trying to get to the next kingdom power for a certain kingdom, you can check the associated faction, go get all of those fully ascended. That's a really great way. If you're missing like 1 or 2 level 20s or something for a kingdom power, check your Underworld associated kingdom. That's what I did. That's always my first idea when I need like another troop or 2 fully like to level 20 or whatever they ask you to do for kingdom power. I always think, what's the associated faction? Like that's almost the easiest way to go get even another pet or something. It's the associated faction, because you can go down there and like do the thing. If you need like a random kingdom and you need a random troop from that random kingdom, if you didn't have access to the faction, it would be way harder, because if it's not that kingdom's weak, you can't go specifically get those troops, right? So if you need one more troop for whatever, Karakoth, and it's a Stormheim week, you're not going to be able to just go specifically get Karakoth troops. You're only going to get Stormheim if you use event keys, right? If you use just random keys, you're just going to get a bunch of random troops. You're not going to guarantee yourself a Karakoth troop. But going to the Underworld, you can do that. You can get 4 or 5. And if you just need 1 or 2, you can just throw a bunch of Chaos Shards, open a bunch of portals, and get all those troops fully ascended into level 20 and all that. And there you go. You can actually actively go and do that. So that's the best way to like get your last 1 or 2 to level 20 or fully traded or whatever. Or if you need 1 more pet, even though the pet thing's way harder because you need a lot of renown. You gotta do level 500 Deathless Pure Faction, but it's possible. But that's a good idea, DJ. Elgin says, Saul, we're popping off. It's popping off here at work now, so you'll be missing for a while. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate your you lurking and stuff. Sir Michael says, I never get lucky. Let's just shoot off our dudes. Let's chug our drinks. Let's take a shot of mead. And then the axe pretty much is like, you know, it can one-shot. That's not too bad. Skymere is probably the choice. We'll just do this team a couple more times. Where are we at? Alright, we got like 6 minutes or so until something happens. Let's get this, that, and this. Pretty simple. Of course, I'd rather hit them all with 1 shot and kill them with AoE damage, but I know. Empowered does extra damage. Definitely go for the Valraven first if you got a Valraven. Ooh. Didn't hit hard. See that? That's not a giant, though, so that's why. The bird's not a giant. This isn't a giant either. But we got 2 giants, at least. We need to finish off the bird. I'm gonna use skulls just because I know I'm gonna need more than what I got. Can kill him. I would save your keg hammers for the giants. So like with this, I'm not gonna pick Balder, I'm gonna pick the Water Priestess. For when my keg hammer gets up, he can one-shot Balder. Or we need yellow and brown. And I'm gonna use skulls because he's about. I better just kill him if I can. He's about to cast. Ooh, I got one of my guys died. Dang. Brown. We're good though. Water Priestess is not gonna do anything to us. Purple. I don't think the skulls will kill. We need... There we go. And we win. So we did lose one, but that's why we got 3 of them. Losing one of those dudes really doesn't matter. Now I want to fight another battle since we had a little bit of trouble there. I think some people have had enough Dragonite to make a dragon, like do an egg. I wonder if I do. We should check that. I bet you I have enough to open an egg. You want to see me open one of those dragon eggs on live stream? We got all giants. We got one giant. Not a giant. Not a giant. I'm gonna take this. I don't know why. Because I could just do that. Got an extra turn though, didn't I? So that's not a giant. I'm gonna hit it with skulls. And then we can kill this giant. Then we can start working on this one. Big old green, yellow, brown. Wonder if this hits harder than the... Let's see how hard it hits. Got a one-shot. Well, that didn't. So the weapon's more powerful against non-giants. Good to know. Yeah, I don't get lucky much either. I only got one perfect run so far. How many have we done? Like, okay, so Tuesday. So we've had like a full week of dungeons now. What else could we do with this? What was the other team I did? I did Stonehammer with like a doomed weapon. Can't remember exactly what I did though. Hey, what up, Travis? What was the 4th troop I did? It was Stonehammer. And he makes red and brown. Oh, it's High Forge, right? Because he has 50% start for dwarves. Then we want a doomed weapon. Red and brown. I want to try the, I was using the glaive, which... I think Gimlet was the problem in that team. Anyway, let's do a glaive. And I just need a 4th. Could do apothecary. I think somebody said... But then she's like mana conflict. She would get up eventually though off of enchant and everything and 50% start, so that might be cool. Or we could do Moira. She also does green, just like... Wait. That does brown. I don't know, you could do Moira. She has the same problem as Apothecary, though, with mana conflict. Put him at the end. I think I want this here. And I can make myself... I don't need to be a dwarf. Because nothing's really doing anything based on dwarfs, right? Brown gems to doom skulls. I almost want like... I don't know, he's making red and brown. I guess I'll just do Titan. Be boring. Titan, I'm already on it. Okay, so banner. Oh, I better do the next thing. The thing I'm doing... Alright, so we need a new pinned comment. Real quick, sorry. Sorry, one sec. I need to like copy paste this crap and then like just paste it in or something. It'll get better. If we keep doing it, I don't know. Might be too much. Alright. Alright, let's go. I'm not the best like GM or DM anyway. I never even played that. I've always wanted to, but I never had like enough people that wanted to do that. Here's the next little flavor text for our thing we're doing today. It just says, we're still in the station, right? We're waiting for this train to get ready to leave. DC's a level 10 conductor, Chad's a level 2 co-pilot, Faceless One's level 20 bodyguard / Hummer driver. And, the news breaks in on your phone as you watch your favorite Gems of War stream, informing you of a horde of sick, deranged people coming towards the station. So, they told you to come here. That's where you're supposed to go for safety, but now it's all coming towards you because they followed you. Like, they saw the same message, but then they got bit or whatever. So their last thought was to go to the train station. So all of them are coming towards us. We got to get on that train. Get the heck out of here. We're in trouble. They're coming. Everybody's got to get on. We're just waiting. We don't know what's going on here. Like, why is it taking so long? Let's see. I'll take some blue. We really want to get up that glaive. We could cast King Highforge. Just to see if he can hit hard enough. I'll just take skulls for now. Alright, now we got the glaive. Do we have alignment? No, but we could try to make alignment with the apothecary, maybe. That feels like a waste. Let's try to make it with this guy first. That way he can absorb any other leftover brown. Or we could fire him. Let's fire him first. He'll kill 2 of them. And we'll fire him off. And we check our glaive. We got it, so we might as well. There we go. This team's pretty good. I like this one. Your Stonehammer has an 80% skull mitigation, so any backfire that happens, you'll be alright. Pretty sure we have an Entangle, right? We got a Leaf Storm, we got a Brown Storm, we got a 50% start for Dwarves. We got a way to make a bunch of brown for Highforge and Stonehammer, and then also to make alignment with our glaive. That's why this is probably my best team that I've made for this event so far. Like, the Keg Hammer's cool and everything, but that's why I don't like those teams that much. Because you saw, one of the Keg Hammers was dying. Like, he couldn't one-shot everything on the other team. So eventually those kind of fall off, and something like this would go a little quicker and be a little safer later on. But I know, like, not everybody has a Stonehammer or whatever. I hope you have the other bottom 3, though. This is like one of the best doomed weapons in the game. This might be the best doomed weapon. Because it has tangling. And a leaf storm. Alright, what do we do? Guess I'll take yellow. This thing hits pretty hard, might as well. And we got this. And he might as well. Kill. That's pretty that was like faster than K-Camera almost. Don't forget to leave a like, everybody. I would really appreciate it. Last live stream of the month, y'all. It's been a good month, like certain, you know how there's different analytics, right? There's like this one, there's like views, and then there's like subscribers, and then there's like and then there's like Well, like views are good, subscribers is always like pretty much the same, but was like you know? So it wasn't all good, but it was good. I'm hoping, like, the things I do, like, summer's the worst time. And I know I say this all the time, but fourth quarter, like, is usually the best. And we're coming up to that. And I'm just going to see, like, what happens in fourth quarter. Is it going to be awesome? I hope so. Aren't you supposed to do lowest level? Just do low level. It's usually the way to go. I don't think you get more points for doing, like, a level 80 instead of a level 60. Faceless One says, wish I could stick around, but I have to crash. Been up since 1 p.m. yesterday. Alright, bro. Yeah, I'll be on at like 8. I'm going to try for sure. So, I'm going to try to make it so I'm ready at 8. Play some EQ. If you can play too, Trey, let me know. If you're out there, bro. We're planning on playing at like 8 tonight. Like always. Alright, so this, bang, and we can, let's get rid of this purple, get rid of that purple, seeing how hard the skulls hit, and we have alignment, so this would be a great team for skull and spell. Don't we just have spell? Yeah, just spell. But doomed weapons are awesome for these events, I feel. They hit really hard for AoE, and they also do really good with skulls. Alright, let's check the Soul Forge and see if we can open one of those dragon eggs. I just want to see. Did I, like, grab this thing? No. There we go. Let me go level it up before I forget. I always forget to do that. Upgradable. So as far as like the chatathon goes, since the vault event's this weekend, it's like the first freaking weekend of the month. I'm probably not doing it this weekend, but I think I'm gonna do arena weekend. I know that sounds crazy, but like you guys can pick my team and stuff, so I feel like that the other event that would work for a chatathon that's that long, if it's gonna be that long or whatever. Vault works, of course, because you want to grind your face off for hours and hours and hours. But I think Arena would be like the only other thing that would work for that long. Maybe a new faction or something to go all the way to Deathless 500 Pure Faction. Those are the only 3 events I could play for that many hours, I think. It would have to be either Vault, Arena, or a new faction. So, since the Vault's like too soon, I'm going to have to pick Arena, unfortunately. Of course, I'd rather do the Vault. But for the chatathon this month, it's probably going to be Arena, which might be funner for y'all. Because you can pick way more teams for me and stuff. Like, see if you can beat me. Pick the worst troops. But that's what it's going to have to be. It's later this month. I think Arena. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to open a dragon egg. See if I have enough Dragonite. Has anybody else done that? And what dragon did you get? Ah, what? How do I not have enough, dude? I swear I should have enough already. That's dumb. I've been buying that crap like every day. You kidding me? Come on. I need like one more day. Has anybody bought this yet? Bought a dragon egg yet? That's annoying. I need like one more day and I can open a freaking egg. Dang. Alright, I did the pet. Let's go back to the Sapphire Shard. It is trolling me, man. Skymere the Lofty. What the heck? I wanted to see what dragon I got. Yeah, I'll definitely open it next stream. I don't think I'm going to be, like, making a video just about opening an egg. Alright, this. And after we do this a few more times, I'll probably just open vault keys the rest of the time, because that's what I need to do. I just want to make sure I'm doing my share of the world event. And show a few teams. We could try to maybe make one more team that I haven't, you know, because I already showed all these teams on a video. We could try, like, if anybody has a team, I'll try it out. Right now would be a good time to post it if you have a team for the world event that we haven't seen yet. L probably has one. Yeah, that's true. What dragon did you get, L? Lowest level. I'm gonna use this team a few more times. Yeah, I wonder what dragon she got. Or did she even open it yet? Because she had to get, like... Maybe she's not buying them also, though. You know what I mean? Because even with 3 perfect runs, that's still only, like... max, like... 270, right? That'd be... You get, like, 80-something each time, so I'm just rounding up. So if she's not also buying the offer each day, she might not have enough. Which I'm not saying everybody should buy the offer every day. I'm just doing it because it's something new. And I'll probably stop doing that once my gems get low enough. Let's do this. And this again. So High Fort's pretty good for this event. 50% start for dwarves, and he hits multiple enemies pretty hard. I haven't... It's either him or the Doomed Glaive killing stuff. Got Balder. Let's do, like, at least one more with this. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not. I really need to work on the new account playthrough. Maybe I'll live stream the new account playthrough tomorrow. It's, like, kind of easier to do it off-stream because I'm not the best at doing the OBS live streams. I still haven't figured out the chat plugin thing because I haven't tried. I need to just try. Oops, I forgot to get that extra turn. It's probably so easy and I just need to, like, try to do it. But that's, like, the part that annoys me. The chat. And not, like, it's the, like, putting the chat onto the thing, not, like, the chat. I just hate the way it looks and what I have to do to get it on there the way I do it. Oh, let's just change green. And then hopefully we have alignment. Of course not, but we might. Let's do this first. Then let's just cast it. Ooh. Hey, but that's alright because we have such high skull mitigation, it almost doesn't matter. You can just cast the freaking Doomed Glaive whenever you want to, almost. Because backfire is not a concern. Alright. Anybody got a team, or I'll just try to make up a new one? Ooh, we're almost at the hour mark. I gotta do the next thing. You guys are gonna make it pretty far since you got so much stats. And each time is just a stat check, pretty much. I'll definitely make it cooler, like, if we keep doing it. But for now, it's just, like, bullet points I did, like, for 15 minutes before the live stream, so don't judge it too harshly. Alright, we're at the hour mark. Maybe I just don't type it, but then nobody hears it. Like, if you come in later or something, you don't you don't know what's going on, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's really just for the people that are here. I don't know. Should I type what I'm saying or not? I don't know. Maybe I'll try not doing it this time. Because it takes me forever to type it. I feel like... I don't know. Maybe I'll just type it for this one. I'll just try to type faster. I don't even know if I spell this word right. Alright, there's that. So, as I said, is as you wait for the train to be ready to leave, a stewardess explains the conductor isn't feeling so well, but you should be boarding soon. So we're all, like, waiting to get on this train. It's supposed to be, you know, getting ready to leave. We're still at the station, but they're getting closer and closer. We gotta get out of here. Like, it's now or never. It's time. We gotta get out of here. So everybody's like, what the heck's going on? So finally they have to come tell us, like, he's not feeling so well. So that's why it's taken so long. But we'll be boarding shortly. Maybe I should have got us on the train sooner, but the whole thing is, like, if nothing happens, you're not supposed to make it to the train, right? So that's what I was kind of like, we're not on it yet. Just in case. But I guess I could speed it up if, like, in this case. Let's just try it, because they're such low level. Easy to kill them with the Doomed Glaive. Did I pin that? Oh, it's pinned. F. No, stop it. What happened? Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Alright. Let's try to make another team, just in case y'all don't like any of those three for some reason. I don't know if I can think of another one, but nobody else has a team? Otherwise, I'm just going to do the vault event. But, you definitely always want to look for something that hits all enemies. And I think, like, I went through all of them. He does hit multiple enemies. But, I don't know. Does anybody else hit all enemies? And enemy. Splash damage. You got Gimlet. Hey, what up, Mike D? Green gems to Doom Skulls. If you don't have the Doomed Glaive, you could use her in place of the Doomed Glaive and maybe do something else with the Doomed Glaive instead of with your weapon. So that last team I showed, if you don't have the Doomed Glaive, you could do Moira, maybe instead of like Apothecary, and then do like Mount Crusher or something instead of Doomed Glaive. That might work. So not everybody has a Doomed Glaive. I would hope you do, but I don't see anything, man. I might just move on to Vault Keys, especially since nobody has a team in the chat. There's not much else you can do, really, honestly. You're either using a weapon, and that's your team, or you're using Keg Hammer, and that's your team. And that's about it. There's nothing else, really. Most people are probably using King Highforge. And that's pretty much it. You're either using a weapon, you're using Keg Hammer, or you're using... or you're using King Highforge. That's about all you can do. You got a super bougie team? Alright, Stonehammer, Dawnbringer, Tink, Steam Whistle, and King Highforge. I'll try it. Stonehammer. Yeah, Dawnbringer's a good option. It's always a good option when you have spell damage and metal. Tink and King Highforge. Yeah, and like 3 of your troops are yellow too. And then you got the 50% start for Stonehammer and Tink. What class did you use? Supernova says, this weekend I'm be farming for gnomes for Paloozas. Maxing class levels, having gold, gems, glory while losing mind. Yeah, I feel ya. I plan on grinding the vault, but do I always do it? Not lately. I wish I would. I need to like dedicate a few hours of each day to do the vault this weekend. Because my gems are so low. Like, it's time to do it. Like, at my level, I should not have less than like 5,000 gems. That's like, even though I'm free to play and everything, I can't use that as an excuse. Like, I've had 10,000 gems before. I really wish I had like 20,000 gems. So having under 5,000 is like making me have anxiety. And there's so much, like, so many gem sinks in the game now. It's like you need gems. So I really need to go hard in the vault this weekend. I hope I have time. It's not even like oh, I don't want to, or oh, I do want to. It's like, do I have time type of stuff. What's going on this weekend? Does something pop off that I didn't know was going to happen, or you know how it goes. Rune Priest. That's a good idea. Just make yourself a dwarf, level it up and stuff, because I'm sure most people don't have Rune Priest to 100. Does Rune Priest have anything good? Dust Storm when an enemy dies. Serendipity. Tome, Shield, or Hammer. What are we using? We got a... What is Dawnbringer? Like a sword? It's something weird. Vanguard. Razor Armor. We could do this one. Rock Solid. And that's all I have. Then Banner. We got lots of brown. He said, yeah, it's a sword. Isn't that a weird looking sword? Dawnbringer kind of looks like a staff. To me. Elgins is back. DC said leveling Rune Priest, but could go with another for yellow synergy. Elle says I'm using Stonehammer too, but with King Bloodhammer, War and Peace, and King Highforge. That sounds cool. I love King Bloodhammer. War and Peace hits all enemies, so you know I like that. Alright, we need brown for sure, and we probably want yellow. Brown, yellow, minus purple. Perfect. Alright, let's try out DC United's team. DC, the freaking level 10 conductor. He's about to get into some action in about 5 minutes. Let's go with the Dawnbringer. One shotty on the potty. I think if you like don't want to think about, like always, in class events and world events, if you just want to like get started and you don't really, you're half asleep, yeah, just always try Dawnbringer with yellow allies. If you got a spell damage medal, or you're doing a class event, you can just say, okay, Dawnbringer, and just do as many yellow allies as you can. Lowest level. I don't even know if I'm through all the phases yet. You gotta do like 15 battles. I don't even know if I've done enough. Alright, we got Stonehammer. Now we have Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer. Bringing the dawn. It shines light on the enemies so bright that it burns them to death. It's bringing the dawn. Duskbringer. What does Duskbringer do, though? Makes them cold. Brings the darkness. Makes it dark out. Brings out the moon. Red into skulls into Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer. Did not kill. He died anyway. Probably from burn, right? 0 out of 8 on the perfect dungeon run. Oh, man. I'm getting some bad luck. Pretty much me, too, though, man. I'm 1 for 8 or something like that. 1 for 7. I think Sapphire Giant is the pick here. I'm just going to do a couple more, then we'll move on to Vault. I'm done with this event pretty soon. Just wanted to try somebody's team if they had one. And I like this one. You got Tink making an Electro Storm. You got a summon if you need it somehow, which, if you got Stonehammer, he's really hard to kill. Most of the time when you lose your tank, it's because of skulls, not really because of spell damage. So with that 80% skull reduction, like if you lose your tank quickly, most of the time it's because of skulls. Like a large skull, you know, cascade or something. If you're having a bad battle and you lose your tank really quickly, it's 99% of the time it's because you got hit with skulls. If you die to spell damage, you're either like severely outmatched or it's a longer battle. What should we do? Well, we got Brown. I want to do Brown. Then just do Stonehammer. Didn't hit. Get rid of the Brown. Cast Dawnbringer. And that was easy enemies. Sir Michael's perfectly imperfect. That's for sure. Alright, I think I'm done with this. Let's go open some vault keys. Nothing else really going on, right? We got a pet. I already did the campaign. I already did the dungeon. So, the world event. Did that. So, there's nothing else much going on. So we're going to do vault keys, because that's probably what you should be doing once you get done with everything else. And I'm probably going to use Zulgoth or something. We'll change to that. Let's see if we can get some big drops here. I really need gems bad. That's all I want. Like, I would trade a power orb for the big gem drop or something. So what I'm looking for here are gems, and more good gems. The only thing I'm going to celebrate is gems. Let's go. Please bless me with gems. PvP, that's another thing I could do, I guess. You definitely want to try to get to Tier 1 PvP every week. Get those glory keys. Especially early on. Like, that's one thing you might stop doing the higher level you get and the more keys you got. And like, I have over 1 million glory right now, and the thing you mostly get from doing the PvP to Tier 1 is, like, the glory keys is the main prize. Get 46 of them or something. So if you did that every week, you'd have, like, you know, 100 or 200 of them after a month. Which isn't, you know, that's a lot of glory keys. But once you get to higher level, it's like one of the first things you kind of stop. You should keep doing it. It's kind of like the adventure board. Like, once you're level 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500, up to 2000, you kind of start, well, do I really need to do this adventure board? It's just minor trait stones and a little bit of gold or something. You're like, eh. Then you're thinking, like, you know, certain things you just stop doing. Then PvP, like, I got 1 million glory, I got thousands of glory keys. Do I really want to sit here and go all the way to Tier 1 when I could be doing this or that. I could be going for the Horde Mimic. I could be trying to get tokens to do the Medal achievement. I could be getting my Delves up to level 500, Pure Faction, Deathless. Could be opening Vault Keys. So many other things to do that you start like, instead of doing the adventure board and PvP, I'm going to do Vault Keys or whatever. Once you're that level, you kind of know what you need to do and what you don't need to do. But throughout the early game and the mid game, definitely do all your adventure boards and all your PvP to tier 1. Or else you're not going to get mythics and stuff. It's just... That's what my advice is tailored to, like, how to get these things. Like, I have all the mythics in the game, so if you followed my advice, you can get every troop in the game and have a healthy account. You can do anything the way you want to do it, but then you can't go in the comments and say, how come I have no mythics and you have all the mythics? Because this, this, and this, you should have done it this way. Instead, you're making cool dragon teams and doing treasure hunt. I mean, that's up to you. You can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you why you don't have all the top 10 mythics, and that's why. You're not doing the right thing. You gotta, like, do the right things. Even if it's not fun. You gotta do dungeon every day. Save up those diamonds. Don't play treasure hunt instead and make cool dragon teams. Today, instead of... And it's not even that extreme. Like, you could be doing all the right things, but you're using, like, slower teams. So everything takes you a little bit longer. Because you refuse to use, like, the best teams. So now you only have, like, an hour a day to play or something. You're forcing your slower team into every event. And all of a sudden you don't have enough time to do all the things you need to do. Hey, I got the lovers. I really just want gems. I'm trying to work towards doing another glory key or gem key opening video. I like that video. I want to do it again. I just need to get enough to make it a good video. I got 18,000 glory keys. How much did I open last time? Wasn't it only like 16,000? I could probably do glory soon. I'm about to open up... Maybe I'll wait till I get to 20,000, but I could just do glory, so I could probably do it. I might make a video on this. I'm going to open up 20,000 glory keys. I'll just do 18,086, and then I'll do, like, glory for the equivalent. So 10... I'll do 10 of these with glory, and I'll do the other 18,000, and I'll just put 20,000 in the title, because it's the equivalent. I might do that pretty soon, y'all. I'll do a 20,000 glory key chest opening. See what we get out of it, because that'll help me get gems too. You get gems in here. I might do that video pretty soon. Now that I've checked and seen that I have 18,000. Gems is harder. Like, I need at least 5,000 to do gem keys. I forget how many I did in the video, but it was like a lot. What'd I get right here? Hey, DC, thank you, bro. That's DC United. Alright, did I do the 115? No, I didn't. So here we go, y'all. So, DC United, our conductor, our level 10 conductor, decides to go check on the conductor of the train. He's not the conductor yet. He's going to check on the conductor of the train who is supposedly sick, and that's why we're not leaving. Zombies are banging on the windows now. We're at the train station. We need to get on this train and get the heck out of here, right? So DC goes on to the train to check what's up with the conductor. He enters the engine car. He sees the conductor sitting in his seat. He turns him around. Oh my God. He lunges at DC. He's sick. He's a zombie, right? He lunges at DC and tries to bite him. But DC, the level 10 conductor, he just slices his head off with a giant machete or something. Destroys him. Destroys him. Conductor's no match for our level 10 DC. So DC's like, hey everybody, the conductor's sick. That's what was up. We need to just get on here and go. I'll drive. Chad jumps on. He's like, yo, I got your back. And Faceless One starts directing everybody to get on. So we're all getting on now. We're getting on the train. The conductor was a zombie. DC took care of it. Lopped his head off with a machete. And here we go. We're on the train finally. Alright, more vault keys. Let's go. We got DC in the engine car, sitting in the seat, trying to figure stuff out. We're not moving yet. We're just like, oh, we know what kind of situation we're in now. No driver. He was a zombie. DC killed him as he tried to attack him. Chad had his back. Faceless One ushering everybody on. Say, like, come on. This is going nowhere. We're going to drive ourselves. So everybody's getting on. So there's like an engine car. You know, there's like a passenger car. Couple passenger cars. Then there's like the caboose with all the coal and the gas and the shite. We're going to need gas at a certain point. So, depending on what level people are, like, they could probably go take care of it, or we could have somebody else take care of it. We'll have a stat check, and we'll see, like, do they have enough time to take care of it? Are they strong enough to take care of it? We shall see. But that's where we stand, anyway. Here's my gems, alright. Love it. That's what I'm looking for. That's where we stand. We discover the conductor is a zombie. DC decides he's going to drive. We get rid of that guy. Chad's watching his back. And Faceless One telling us what's up. Hey everybody, we're never getting out of here unless we do it ourselves. Let's go. Everybody get on. The station's about to be overrun. We got to get out of here. If you stay here, you're dead. There's a whole freaking horde pounding on the windows, trying to get in. The only way to escape is to get on the train and get the heck out of here. Supposedly, like we're on the east coast of whatever, Sin City. We're on the east coast of Sin City. So we need to head to the west coast. Supposedly it's better out west. So we're going to get on this train, we're going to head out to the west coast of Sin City. The East Coast is overrun, and it's no longer safe at this train station. You get on this bad boy, fire it up, and get out of here. So we know where we stand. Hey, another 300 gems. I'll take it. So DC's in there, like, trying to figure stuff out. He's never drove a train before. Chad's trying to help him, but he's also watching his back. Faceless One trying to get everybody on. Telling us, hey, time to go, now or never. Alright, whenever I have both of these up, I always see, like, do I have 13 or more red? No. So I'm going to cast this instead. Because that probably will make 13 or more. Didn't that time, but it's always worth trying. And casting Leprechaun and Thrall back-to-back almost always gets up your Zulgoth. Anyway. No matter how you do it. Then if you don't have the right amount of red, you cast Flamifer. Because that puts more red, and then you can do an extra turn. Then you get Zulgoth. So like the combo of Thrall and Leprechaun gets a Zulgoth up, and then the combo of Flamifer and Thrall gets another Zul up, and you win. Hopefully you win before that, but that's like if it takes that long. Freaking green. What keyboard SMR? What up, Copy? How's it going, dude? Your sister sent me a message, Christian. Oh, you asked for ranked PvP teams. I can go do some PvP if you want, Sir Michael. Chad says they should make it an option to buy more dungeons, like what they did with the Delves. DC, like, what do you want your weapon to be, Chad and Faceless One? Y'all let me know. I can do a little bit of different stuff with your dude. Or you can just tell. I'll ask you from now on. Like, I need to do better at, like, asking y'all what you want to do. I've been, like, doing it myself. They should make it an option to buy more dungeon. Yeah, that'd be cool. Degen says currently on 5,600 diamonds. Could get Flamifer and Doomed Club mid-September, but feels a while away, even if not. Well, keep, you know, piling up your diamonds. That way when you get Flamifer and Doomed Club, you'll still have over 4,000. Which you would anyway, because it's 900 for the Doomed Club, and it's 300 for the Flamifer, so you'll still even have over 4K, right? Yeah, 4,400 or something. Plus whatever you get between now and then. Supernova says, the Veteran Blues, I have all things maxed. What do I do now? I don't know. That's why I never want to get there. That's why I say you can't beat Gems of War. I guess at that point you would try to fully level up all your kingdoms and stuff. If you have all the troops, like, if you have that achievement for the medals, and, like, you have all your troops leveled and traded and medaled and all that stuff, and you have all the troops, the next thing would be getting your kingdom power to max. If you also have that, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess getting those dungeon troops is the next thing. If you don't have the Horde Mimic, do you have all your, like, factions to level 500 Deathless and Pure Faction? There's almost, like, no way to do every single thing in the game. Like, nobody has every kingdom power level to... I mean, like, there's probably a couple people, but it's really hard to have every single thing done in the game, so there's always something to do. Like, right now, nobody has all the dragons that you get with Dragonite. Nobody has Diamantina. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always something you can't get. And that's how it's like a carrot on a stick. They're never going to let a person have everything, like, immediately. And then people go on the forums and complain about that, but it's like, it's the whole point of the game. You're not supposed to get stuff. Like, they put out Diamantina. You're not supposed to get it in one day. I love how people complain about that on the forum, like, they should be able to get Diamantina in one day, or the Horde Mimic in one day, or whatever. It's like, that's the whole point. They don't want you to get it in one day, because then you wouldn't play their game. You'd be done with it. And they're trying to carrot on a stick all of us. Which I'm going right along with it. I don't care. I'd rather play the game, like, 45 minutes to an hour every day instead of, you know, 10 hours a day for a month and get everything and then be done. Well, I'd rather do it like this. So I have a game that I kind of like and I can play it forever. Instead of hurry, helicopter, get everything in the game as soon as possible, playing the game a million hours a day, like, that's not how you're supposed to play this. You're not supposed to try to beat the game. You're never going to do that. They add something new every single week. Then when they put out an update, they always make sure they put in something that you can't get right away, and it takes like a month or two. So if you're trying to beat the game, you're playing it the wrong way, and it's never going to happen. I don't care what you say you've done. You don't have everything. It's impossible. The highest level player in the game with everything in the game, they still don't have everything. They don't have Diamantina. They probably don't have the campaign mythic that's... Yeah, like, there's something coming soon that they don't have. So just don't even play it like that. Just play it like a game to play for a certain amount of time each day, and you gain ground, but you're never, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Eventually you'll be closer to having everything, but you're probably never going to have every single thing. Yeah, Christian, chill out, bro. We don't mind having you around, but you can't be spamming. The way you can tell is, like, if you say something, Christian, and then nobody else says anything after that, and then you say something again, and then nobody else says anything after that, and then you say something again and again and again, that's called spam. So don't do that. You know, you could say one thing and then let everybody else talk, and then you could say something else, and then let everybody else talk a little bit, and then you could say something else, but don't like say something over and over and over and over, right? That's called spam, and nobody likes that. We're trying to be your friend. So we're not trying to be mean or anything, just don't spam the chat. That's all I'm asking. I think I actually blocked you on your copy account, but that was because this. You did this over and over and over, and I gave you 1,000,000 chances. So I'll give you another 1,000,000 chances, but you gotta, if you keep doing it, you know what happens. And your sister already told me what's up, but that don't excuse you from spamming the chat, so that makes it everybody else is gonna have not a good time. It doesn't bother me at all, so if you're trying to bother me, it doesn't bother me. It's bothering the chat, and that kind of bothers me, that it bothers the chat. So if you're trying to bother me, it's not happening. You're kind of bothering my friends, and that makes me mad. All you gotta do is just chill out and not spam. I like your nonsensical comments. They're fun to read, but don't do it over and over and over and over. Degen says, "Yeah, true. Those are my weapons," says Chad. What? Oh, you got a paper clip and a bomb? A clip bomb. Yeah. What, you gonna be like throwing some, how can I make you have bombs, though? You're gonna blow up everybody. How can we make some concentrated... You got, like, little stun grenades or something? I don't know. We gotta make it to where you don't kill everybody else on the train. Clip bombs. What's an actual clip bomb? What is that? Maybe it's something I don't know what it is, and... Yeah. Sounds like a grenade or something. That'd be cool. Grenades would work really good against a horde of zombies, but we can't... Like, when you're, like, close combat, what's your other... You got the stylus? You just poke them in the eyeball? That would be a really good weapon for, like, a zombie apocalypse. You have a grenade. You have, like, unlimited grenades. You just have to, like, make sure you throw them out there before they get close. Blow up, like, a giant chunk of them. Body parts flying everywhere. What's DC got? I gave you a machete because I forgot to ask. Degen said, "I got lucky with Horde Mimics as got the card on my first try. Dungeons, not so much. More power orb troops would be nice every update. Even more incentive to do Vault then." 1,000,000 chances, yeah. I have. I gave him... When he was copy, I gave him so many chances. Ask anybody that was here for copy. Because he never, like, said anything directly that made me mad. He was just more of a spammer. But he would say kind of funny stuff. And, you know, he wouldn't spam as much. Then he started spamming more and more, and then I just had to... Just because he was making everybody mad. Nanobot bombs. What's that? I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to look up nanobot bombs. I'm just gonna give you grenades, because that's what I want to call it. Chad has grenades, everybody. Giving him another 1,000,000 chances, yeah. Purple. Come on, gems. We need gems. Gems, please. Alright, 1 hour, 30-minute mark. I should have done this already, but it is what it is. Alright, y'all. Station. The train station is overrun. If you're not on the train already, you're fighting zombies or dead. So you gotta be on the train now. It's the only safe place to be. The station has been overrun. They broke through the windows. They busted down the doors. They started eating people. Everybody's screaming and running. Faceless One gave everybody a warning to get on or else. So it's your own fault at this point. You're either on the train or you're dead or you're like fighting for your life. So everybody's on. Everybody in the chat is on the train now. We are out of the station. We're like, that's overrun. We got to get out of here. We got to start this thing up and get the fuck out of here. So everybody gets on, fleeing the overrun station. So Faceless One, of course, he like beats the crap out of a couple zombies, knocks them down, stomps their head off. He's telling everybody to hurry up. He's saving people. DC's up there messing with the controls. He's starting to figure some stuff out. Chad's like throwing grenades out the side of the train, blowing up big groups of them so they don't come and attack the train, right? Taking the pin out with his teeth and just like lobbing them out there, blowing up big chunks of them. Just trying to protect DC as he tries to figure stuff out. You know, like Faceless One just saving people, putting them on the train, clotheslining zombies, stomping their heads. We're all good right now. We're pretty much all on there. We just need DC to figure it out. We gotta get going. Chad can only hold off so many with his grenades. If they get too close, he can't really throw his grenades anymore because it's gonna blow up the train. So he's trying. He's like throwing them out there. Then in the herd, taking the pin out with his teeth, throwing it like a hacky sack or whatever, cornhole. It's like tink, 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 like body parts flying everywhere. Faceless One stomping on zombie heads, grabbing people by the arm, throwing them on the train. He's got giant biceps, so he just picks people up, throws them on. He's picking zombies up and breaking them over his knee, stomping their heads on the ground, twirling his mustache in between. Red into purple. Do we have enough red? Yes, we do. Extra turn. Zulgoth. Ooh, we missed on skulls. It's okay. Ooh, yeah. One more. No? Okay. We'll do this. Then we'll do this. Then we'll do this. And we're going to get a bunch of gems. So that was 130. 130 is level 5. You guys are way over that. That's why you were destroying them. And you had no trouble with it. Because that was a level 5 fight. So you guys freaking wrecked it. That was easy. Also, DC's figuring it out. Because he's so high level. He's pretty much ready to go. He knows what to do. It's almost started up. Everybody's on. We can't leave until everybody's on anyway. So Faceless One. Just getting the last of the people on. Chad thinning the herd with grenades. DC figured it out. He's got to just start it up now. He's reading the manual. Chad's up there trying to help him read the manual. Every once in a while, he'll turn around and throw a grenade out the door. Pull the lever, man. Is that all you gotta do? I don't know. I've never drove a train. The conductor was a zombie. He didn't have it ready at all. We were waiting on nothing. Pull the lever. Yeah, we're about to take off. Few minutes though. We gotta. He's still figuring it out a little bit. We gotta let everybody get on, you know. We could take off without some people, and they get eaten alive. Flamifer. What do you guys think about the chatathon on Arena weekend? You think I should do a different weekend or what? I don't want to like rush it for this weekend because it'll... I don't know. It's already freaking Wednesday, and it would be like Sunday morning or something. I feel like that's too close. Plus my like anxiety always... I want to put it off. I want to procrastinate it. If people were right about me being greedy, wouldn't I do chatathons as soon as possible and like do it every single month and stuff? I'm more like worried that it's gonna fail than like, you know, rubbing my hands together like itching for money or something. It's more like the other way, like, oh, what if it fails? So like put it off. Let's do it at the end of the month. Procrastinate it. That's my first instinct, to procrastinate the chatathon. I don't think it could ever be a failure now with how many times we've succeeded. Like, if one... Yeah. Wouldn't really be that big of a deal, I guess. Like, what's somebody gonna say? Oh, you failed your 5th or 6th time? Well, yeah, what about the 4 times in a row? Or... Arena weekend sounds fine to you, L? Christian says not chatathon. Hey, I got a new troop. I'll take that. That's something I didn't know I needed. Arena works because folks can try and beat the Sinny by picking the worst arena teams. Yeah, and we can do that like more than usual. You could do Vault this weekend, postpone chatathon until next weekend, then do Arena weekend, but I'm free. Right. Next weekend there's probably nothing going on though. There's like almost has to be something going on that we can do for hours and hours. You know what I'm saying? That's like an Arena. I feel like I could do for hours and hours because I weirdly like it. You guys more interactive because you guys can pick my teams. Like I feel like that's the only other event that would fit. The only other thing I could think of is like a new faction. And that would be because I would be grinding all the way to 500. And that takes me like 4 or 5 hours. Depending on like how hard it is and stuff, so. Unless we get a new faction, maybe. Yeah, I know. See, people like picking the team, so I think that's what we should do. We'll do Arena weekend, which is like towards the end of the month. It'll give me more time to like talk about it. Dejan says, I think the last chatathon was the first one I watched. Hey, they're all on there if you want to check them out. I know they're really long, and I'm sure nobody watches them after the fact. It's more of like a, it's only good while it's on type of deal. I doubt anybody wants to watch a 7-hour Gems of War live stream after it goes off. But they're all on YouTube, like every single one of them. The very first ones, I've never like took a video down. I think there's literally one video ever that's like set to private that I've ever made. One video ever. Some people, like, the bigger they start setting like older videos to private and stuff. Like, I don't get that. I mean, I get it, but I would never do that. I like y'all to be able to see the progression of like, I'm not embarrassed of like my early videos or anything. Like, obviously I didn't know what I was doing. I was a noob. So, oh well, like, I'm not embarrassed of my first videos. I know why people do it, though. They, like, blow up. It's the people that blow up, and then they have, like, millions of subscribers and stuff, and then, like, their very first few videos, they take them down, so, I don't know. They don't want people to see when they weren't whatever they are now, I guess. That's, like, mostly for fake people. Like, they change or something. They try something else and it works, and then, like, whatever they were doing back in the day was totally different. So then they have to take all that stuff down. They have to hurry and take all that stuff down because they were doing this, they're claiming one thing here, and then they changed they did something super fake that helped them blow up. So I get it, like that's why they do it. Like, remember that chick that faked Tourette's or whatever? On what was that on? It was on like Twitter or something. She like faked having Tourette's. So I bet you she took down a bunch of videos from early in her when she was making videos without faking Tourette's. She probably took all those down, and then when she started faking Tourette's, of course, she had to take down all the old videos where she wasn't doing it. That's crazy though. Who would do that? I've been watching a lot of I think it's like Sunny V2 or whatever. He talks about like YouTubers who like blow up and then fall off. Or whatever, any kind of social media. And that was one of them I watched. One guy like faked his death. And then he came back. Like, why would you come back if you faked your death? Because people believed it until he came back. Or something like that. He like faked his death. He played a game. It was like Team Fortress or something. But then like people caught him playing the game while he was supposed to be dead. So then like when somebody finally caught him playing, he came back. Like, oh, I was never dead. It was a joke. Kind of stuff's crazy. Like, who does that? That's why I don't never have to take down anything, because never lied or been dishonest, so I don't have to worry about it. Yo, what up, Tom? How's it going? Oh, we're at the next stat check, y'all. This is the level 10 stuff. Alright, so everybody's on the train, right? Faceless One's going around. He's making sure all the doors are locked. He's punching out some zombies that are trying to get in. Chad, securing the engine car and everything. Closing the door, making sure it's locked tight. DC's got the train started up. The smoke is coming out the top. We got some gas. We can start it up. Looking at the map. Got the map out. We're ready to go. Everybody's on. All the doors are locked. All the windows are closed. The train has been started. Chad's got the map. Faceless One's posted up outside the engine car. After he locks all the doors and stuff. Closes all the windows. Knocks a couple zombies off. Chad throws out a couple more grenades. Blows up some more. And when it's all secured, it's started. It's about to start moving. I probably should make it more interactive next time. I don't know. Somebody DM me if you have any ideas. Or DM me and say, hey, that was that was stupid. Don't do that again. Some, like, creative person DM me on Discord. And either say, hey, never do that again. Or, hey, you need to do this. I will not snap back like I do normally. I think people are afraid to give me advice. I do snap a little bit sometimes. I know. Or I just don't do it. But, hey, anytime you give me advice, it definitely plants a seed, and sometimes I do it eventually. Just, hey, I got 120 gems. I guess it's when somebody tells me something that I'm already doing. I'm like, I'm already doing that, and then, I don't know. But, hey, I'll take any construction. Like, I'm not a freaking this, so it's not like I think I'm the best. If anybody has any ideas, send me a DM on Discord. Or I'll just be happy to not do it anymore, and we can, so either way. You won't get a message back saying, hey, what the F that? I'll just be like, thank you, okay. Alright, come on, gems. Tom is here. Tyrion Shark is here. He says, watching old videos and how the game and players have grown is half the fun. Yeah, I would tell you, hey, if you haven't watched like a super old Gems of War video, it don't have to be mine. I think only me and Tacet have those older videos, though. So you'd probably have to watch me or Tacet. Everybody else just started in the last year or two. So if you want to see like the old graphics and the way the game used to be and like the stuff we didn't have, and like you'd have to go watch one of our really old videos. Because I'm pretty sure we're the only two that still... Unless you like watch somebody that doesn't make videos anymore. I'm not sure, though, because I don't know how long they did it. But you'd have to go watch either me or Tacet, like, super old videos to see, like, the graphics were completely different. Like, there was no, like, underworld. There was, like, lots of stuff. Like, no classes. Like, it was crazy back in the day. There's only so many troops. Like, certain mythics were really good because they were the only mythics. And, like, there were certain metas and certain teams that you would never use these days. It's kind of fun. I think everybody should go like watch one really old Gems of War video just to see what it used to look like. And I have them. Don't judge my commentary too much, though. That was like on the bad mic with no confidence. Maybe whispering because a baby was right there. That was a period of time for the channel. I would get comments all the time like, why are you whispering? Is there a baby right next to you? And I would be like, yeah. They would guess it. Yes, there's a baby right here. That's why I'm not screaming into the mic. So there's been the no commentary period at the very beginning. That was only like, 10 videos or less. Then there was the bad microphone, and then there was the whispering. Then there was the microphone that shorted out after a while and started cutting in and out, and then finally this. There's been many stages of commentary and content on the channel. I wouldn't say like I don't know. I don't know if I'd say like, I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to say it. I was going to say something like, I'm not like way better, but like, in the past, there's always been like a problem. Like either I was not doing it or having to whisper or the mic was bad. Like now, like none of that. So we don't have any like extra hurdles, at least. I wouldn't say like I'm really awesome or anything, and over time I got really good or anything. I'd just say we don't have any hurdles to make it that much work. Like, I don't have to whisper or etc. At least I can actually do it without any of that. Sometimes we have the screaming cartwheels, but most of the time we get to do our thing. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. Oh, we got a stat check at the 2-hour mark. Are you guys going to be high level enough? I don't know. We shall see. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check. We'll see what happens. Will the zombies overrun the train? It could happen. I'm not sure. I'll check. I'll check it too. See what happens. I don't know. Probably need to let y'all like make some choices. I'll reevaluate after. Even if nobody sends me a message on Discord, I'll still like rewatch it and like try to improve it myself, so don't worry. Or I'll just not do it or something. Something will change. Dejan said, I once watched a 12-hour Tim live stream with breaks, watched a 9-hour ships stream last week, but I did it in 2 parts as I missed first 4 hours due to sleep. You could do Arena this weekend. Well, it's not smart to avoid Vault. Nah, the only reason I'm not doing the Chatathon on the Vault event is just because it's so soon. Like, if I was going to do the Chatathon this weekend, I would do the Vault. I'm not choosing to do the Arena just because it's the Chatathon. I'm choosing to do the Chatathon during the Arena because it's the time. It's later this month. It's all about, like, how close... The Vault's too close. I don't want to do it this weekend. I haven't planned. I haven't even, like, figured out, like, can I even do it or not? Like, I haven't advertised it at all. So the only reason I'm not doing the chatathon this weekend is because it's too close. It's not because of it's the vault or because I want to do arena. It's just it's too close. And the only other event that makes any sense is arena, which is later this month. I think. I hope. I gotta double check that too. Elgin says faking stuff like that becomes kind of a trend. Totally sick. I agree. That's kind of weird. Why would somebody do that? I guess they get a temporary boost of, like, they're gonna find out eventually. Like, I could never lie. Like, then you gotta worry about your lie every day. Like, imagine if I was lying about something and I would have to, like, make sure I didn't reveal whatever the lie was every single live stream. That would suck. Like, imagine you were faking Tourette's, and, like, every time you get on live, you have to make sure you keep that lie going. That would be so stressful. That's why I would, you know, I can't say I've, like, never lied in my entire life, but I don't lie because it's annoying. I don't know. It's the right thing to do, of course, but it's also very annoying to lie. You got to keep track of it. Like, oh, I was at Bobby's house on Friday. I wasn't, you know, I was at Bobby's house Friday. I wasn't out, you know, cheating. And then every time you talk about that weekend or that Friday, or every time anybody asks you about that weekend or that Friday, you got to remember that you said you were at Bobby's house. And if you even say anything that alludes to you not being at Bobby's house, now you're screwed and you're lying, and you gotta, every single day, you gotta worry about it. Is somebody gonna ask me something about that weekend where I was lying and I wasn't really at Bobby's house, right? And you gotta think about that every single day. Probably not every single second of every day, but it could pop up at any time, and if you're not thinking about your stupid lie, you're gonna get caught. It's so stressful. I would never want to have to deal with that. That would suck to have to, like, sit there and worry about something like that. When you could just tell the truth or just not do the thing, and then you don't have to worry about it at all. So much easier to not be a liar or a cheater or something. So much easier. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Chad, like, how long he did it or not. I wasn't, like, watching his stuff. So, yeah, he might have some, too. Some old ones. I don't know the history of that guy. He was always nice to me, though. Skulls. Supernova says, hey, this could evolve into a D&D like Critical Role. The road to Sinnyville. That's what I'm hoping. I'm just not good at it. I need somebody to help me. Or, you know, like, am I not good at it, or I'm ignorant, like, and no practice, right? So I could maybe get better. I need to write more stuff down and take more than 15 minutes and, like, make it more interactive. That's what I'm thinking so far. Like, I need the people to, like, do something and, like, to make choices and, like, interact. And then I need to, like, do more thought beforehand. Maybe set the scene better. Maybe look up some stuff and... Like, I just jotted down some bullet points for part 0 here. Just to see if it's something that anybody wants to do, you know? Degen says, yep, I didn't judge when I watched your Delve guide from 2019, as if I started talking, I'd have even less confidence as I'm shy and nervous. Robot voice, Degen, robot voice. Yeah, those delves. The advice is still good, you know? Like, you could follow along those guides, even though they're that old now. They're like 2 years old. The advice is still pretty good. It's just not, you know. You just don't do the Warrens. Instead, you do City of Thieves. But you could still do the Warrens and do perfectly fine. And I keep adding to that, too. Like, that delve guide. Like, whenever I do a Tuesday video, I add it to the playlist. So if you keep watching that playlist, it gets to modern times. And, like... So, like, I have my death list for Frostfire Keep on that delve guide now. And, like, anytime I do a new faction and I do level 500 Deathless Pure Faction, I add it to the playlist. So, like, the first 10 videos might be older, and you'll have to, like, pick and choose what kind of advice you follow. It's still pretty good. And then I keep adding to it, so you can keep watching and get more, you know, advice for, like, now. At least teams. Because really all you do in the underworld, you go down there, you know, you go to City of Thieves, you get that, you run that every day on level 20 with your Rowan team. You got to get a bunch of Chaos Shards, and it takes a while. You want to get your Horde level all the way to, you know, 100 or at least, and your quality to 10, and you keep running it and running it. Then you get all the troops from all the other kingdoms, and then you level up all the other kingdoms to quality 10. It's pretty much the same advice as it used to be. It just might be like, instead of this kingdom, instead of this faction, you do this faction, or instead of this team, you use this team. The overall general advice is still pretty much the same. It's easier now, basically. It's really just easier now than it was when I made that guide. Delves are just easier now than they were back then. There's a better faction to farm. You can buy turns every day. If you do an event, you have twice the potions. Like, there's more stats than ever now. It's just easier now. That's... Supernova says, yeah, go back 10 years ago. Furthest you could go back on my channel is 5 years ago, but that's still pretty long. Back in the day, 5 years ago. I should have done purple there. What am I doing? Because I knew I would get that extra turn. Let's go, baby. Give me it. Oh, come on. 16, that's good. Let's just do this. So we can get this. And get some gems. Please, gems. Supernova said, did you have a squeaky voice when you started? More like a whisper voice. It's like the mic. I've always had the same voice. Maybe more confidence now. Maybe you know, you don't just sit here and talk in your normal voice. Like, not exactly. It's like a little bit exaggerated, I guess. Kinda. I don't know. You don't want to be boring. If it definitely wasn't squeaky, I would say, like, just not loud. I don't know. Purple. I think Degen should do the robot voice though, the text to speech. Like if you don't want to talk on your channel, I know big channels that do a lot of them. You guys know, you guys watch YouTube. There's a lot of big channels out there. They do the text to speech like robot thing. And they get so many views. 'Cause nobody really cares like if it's a robot or not, I guess. They almost get more views. Every single robot voice video I've ever watched, it always has like so many views. Like that's almost the way to go. Loot Wizard does too? Yeah. That's the one I was gonna say. Supernova says, no dude, that when people start disappearing. What do you mean? I forget what I said. Tom says, I totally agree with you. Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark? 2 hours. So, let's see. It's getting close, you guys. The zombies are getting strong. We got it started and everything. Smoke's coming out the top. It's secured. Faceless one. Guard in the engine car. Chad got the map out. Throwing grenades out the window ever so occasionally. DC's got it started. It's ready to go. The train is moving now. It's moving. I think you guys are good. It's moving. There's not like a lot of gas in it. We don't have somebody shoveling the shite back there, so that affects everything. But some of y'all are strong enough probably that you could go back there and do that. But it kind of takes you... You move from your job and you have to go do another job, and then that becomes a weak point. So it's kind of like, But there's not a lot of gas, but there's enough to get out of here and get out of this train station and get the train moving. It's going. It has some gas, but we're kind of like, we see that it's not going to keep going forever. We need somebody back there to shovel in the coal, keep the train going and stuff. And we don't have that right now. We got a conductor. We got a co-pilot, and we got a bodyguard. Because zombies are jumping on the side, trying to burst in like they have to be there, or else DC's going to get his neck bitten. They're going to get in. The explosions from the grenades like busted out a couple windows. They could crawl through a window. So, we are moving. And all of a sudden, the stewardess that we saw earlier, who was telling us about the conductor, she shambles in. She's in the first car with all the passengers. She was passing out drinks and stuff. She was alright. But all of a sudden, she turns, dude. She turns and she goes after one of the passengers. She's asking him, hey, what do you want? You want some vodka? You want a coffee? You want some peanuts? What do you want to eat here in the first little passenger car? She's asking that to the one of the passengers, and all of a sudden she attacks him. She must have got bitten by the conductor or something. The stewardess is going crazy. She's crazy deranged. She's one of those fast zombies. She starts hopping around the passenger car. She takes a bite out of somebody. Just a random person. It's not one of y'all. It's just a random person gets bit. She's going after another person. Faceless one jumps into action. Chad bursts out of the engine car like, what's going on out here? Faceless one's like, the stewardess she turned. She attacked one of the passengers. What are we gonna do? So what do you do? What do you do? She's right now holding on to another passenger, about ready to bite him. Faceless one's closer. He was in the same car. Chad, you're kind of in the doorway of the engine car. DC's like, what's going on, guys? He puts on his diaper. He's about to crap his pants. Stewardess is attacking the passengers, y'all. We got Faceless one in there. He's closest because he was in the same car as the event that happened. Chad opens the door like, what's going on? You need me to throw a grenade? Chad throws a grenade and blows up the whole train. No, I was kidding. You got your pin? Faceless one could try to beat the crap out of her and snap her over his knee. Chad, you could throw a grenade and blow up the train. Or you kill all the passengers. What do you do? Supernova says, oh, I just thought of something. Wicked ransom old videos for likes. Yeah, that'll do it. I would use my sexy low voice. Tonight. Call the hotline. Call the hotline. Dial 996969. You can have 5 minutes with my hairy chest. Only $10 a minute. Only $10 a minute. You can get a spanking. Call now. 1-800-6969-6969. Sexyvoice.com. Come play with my chest hair. Oh yeah. Call now. Call now. Call now. Talk to one of our sexy ladies. She'll be your best friend forever. Gemma Jameson. What are you wearing? What are you wearing, champ? Hey, big boy. I don't even know what they say. I've never called one of those. Call now. Have a lady. Call now. Have a lady. Is that what they say? Has anybody ever called one of those back in the day? You call the hotline? I never did that. I saw the commercials, though. Alright, nobody wants to say what they're doing. So, faces one. Jumps into action. He rips the passenger out of the way. You know, rips him out of their grip. The stewardess kind of hops back to the back of the train car. Faceless one throws the passenger out of the way. Chad jumps up next to Faceless one. He's got his stylus. He's ready to go. Faceless one's got his mustache, bulging biceps, tattoos on his face. All the passengers, he ushers them back to the front of near the engine car. The stewardess is in the back just growling and crawling around on the ceiling and stuff. We got Faceless one and Chad standing there. They're ready to protect everybody. She jumps through the air at both of them, you know. And then, bang. Faceless one picks her up into the air. Right? Chad stabs her in the eyeball with a stylus. And then Faceless one cracks her over his knee. Rips her in half. Chad takes a grenade, stuffs it in her mouth, and then throws her half of her body out the window, and she blows up. And then Faceless one takes the legs and spin them over his head like a helicopter and throws them out the other window. And she's out of here. She's out of here. And then they're smart enough that they go over to the passenger that got bit. And he punches a hole through his face and throws him out the window too. Because they're like, we're not having none of that. We're not having nobody on here turning. You got bit. We're not going to nourish you back to health and act like you're not going to turn and wait until you're about to turn. We don't know you, bro. Get out of here. Throw him off the train. And then you throw a grenade out after him. You got bit. You're out of here. We're not waiting around. You know how they do that. Somebody gets bit and then they hide it. They hide the bite. Somebody sees it. And then it's like, do they or don't they tell? It's like their girlfriend or something. Like, do you tell or don't you tell? This person's bit. They're going to turn eventually. Then they go hide somewhere because one person's bit and the other person's the boyfriend or girlfriend and they're pregnant or something, you know. So they're like, where's Bobby and Jane? We haven't seen them in a while. Well, they did get involved in that scuffle with the stewardess. But I haven't seen them ever since. I wonder what's going on. Well, she is pregnant, you know. Maybe she's just having a little bit of a, you know, sickness. And maybe she's like morning sickness or something, you know. Just leave them alone because let them be. They're living in a zombie apocalypse. They're pregnant. They have to bring a child into this world. We're not going to go interrogate them and bug them. So they hide and stuff, and the person's bit. And he thinks, like, she's going to turn, and, like, he's going to deliver the baby. She's 9 months pregnant. So he's going to deliver the baby and hope it's not a zombie. So that's why they're not, like, immediately telling everybody. Because they're hoping the child is not a zombie. But then she starts screaming because She's going into labor. Everybody rushes in. What's going on? Faceless One tries to help deliver the baby. Because he's level 20. So he also knows how to deliver babies. He can snap zombies over his knee and rip them apart. And he can deliver babies too. And he has an awesome mustache. And he tries to help, but Chad sees that she's bit. He's like, watch out, bro. She's bit. That's why they've been hiding. He's like, but she's in labor. We gotta help deliver the baby. But what if the baby's a zombie? Well, we'll just, you know, it'll be a baby zombie. It won't be that big of a deal, right? Be a baby zombie. It's not, are you afraid of a baby zombie, Chad? I'm just gonna put a little hairnet on my mustache and deliver this baby. So he, like, Faceless One delivers the baby and everything, but it's a zombie, dude. What do you do? The mother is dead. You know, she always dies in labor. And then I don't know, sometimes the baby's not a zombie, and then you like gotta take care of this person that lost both of its parents or something. Sometimes they make it so the baby's not a zombie, and then like later on it grows up and both of its parents are dead, and mom was a zombie and died in labor. Or the baby is a zombie. If it's more like a funny zombie movie, the baby's always a zombie and it comes out like trying to bite people. So we'll make that'll be what happens. It's a zombie baby right away because it's in her bloodstream, and like, you know, it would definitely. Do you think if a woman was pregnant and she got bit by a zombie, would the baby automatically be a zombie? Because sometimes like a mother can have a certain like disease or something, and like the baby doesn't automatically get it, right? But I would think like with all that, you know, what happens when you deliver, like getting all that stuff on them, they'd probably at least be infected. So Chad punts them all off the train. And we're good. We're good to go. Oh, wait, it's 2:15. I don't know if we're good to go. I gotta check. I'll let you survive that one. I was like an impromptu. I didn't even have that one written down. We had a pregnant woman on the train all of a sudden. These types of things can happen on these. I don't know. Everybody should be opening vault keys right now. If you got everything else done. If you want me to talk about Gems of War, I would really, you know, ask some questions. We're like over 2 hours in the stream. It's not easy to talk about Gems of War for 2 hours. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm definitely down to answer any kind of question. I'm not trying to not talk about it. Kind of get into my story, and sometimes I go for a few minutes, so sorry about that. Hit the wrong gnome, man. Cindy's having a moment. What up, Geedralis? Oh yeah, the caboose, and we need gas, guys. Like, eventually it's gonna run out. Like, we've gone some miles away from the station. Like, we got away from the horde, but they're all over the place. So, like, we're going down the tracks, and we're seeing them here or there along the tracks, right? DC's probably even running over a couple here and there. So, they're everywhere. There was just like a horde of them attacking the station. So, we got out of there, saved our lives. But we still see them as we look out the window, and we're running out of gas. We are. Like, we're literally running out of gas in the train, so they didn't have time to gas it up. The conductor was sick. He wasn't, like, doing his job, so we got on a train that doesn't have enough gas in it. There's nobody back there shoveling. Also, there's nobody protecting the back of the train. There's nobody protecting the sides. The military's going to come eventually. There's nobody to protect against helicopters. Now, Chad, DC, and Faceless One, they are certain level each, and they could do a little bit more than normal being that, like, Faceless One's level 20, he could probably go back and put in a little bit of gas. You know, DC, I think's level, what, 10 or something? Like, he could definitely do something other than just drive if we need it. But eventually, like, all these things are going to pile up, and there's not going to be enough people. Stuff's going to be jumping on the back, trying to get on the sides. The helicopter's going to be flying over top. Bandits are going to be following us, and that's why Faceless One's going to eventually have to jump in the Hummer. They got their own, like, hillbilly truck with their foot out the window without their shoe on. The hillbilly bandits that are going to try to... They want our train. We got food on here and stuff. They want to steal it. There's always that, you know? It's not just the zombies you got to fight against in these kind of things. It's other people, and it's, like, the military. So we got all that. Right now, it's just the zombies, but the bandits are going to come. The military's going to come. We need more people, or we're going to get overrun and killed. I'm just, yeah. Faceless One being level 20, eventually you're going to come up against a level 30 situation, and he might survive, but everybody else, you know, you can't save everybody. I'm going to have to look up Clip Bomb. Sexy low voice. Supernova says Chad puts a clip bomb into her mouth and kicks her out of the door, then exploded when she passes the caboose. There you go. See, I need help. Nobody's helping. Thank you, Supernova. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey, you guys are probably more creative than me is all I'm saying. Why'd I do that? I'm trying to come up with stories on the spot while I'm playing a game while I'm live streaming. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be out there thinking of the next situation. Or, like, at least how they kill the zombie or something. We had the conductor fight. We had the stewardess fight. We had they overrun the station and we had to get on the train. Anyway, what are we at? 2:15? Did I already do 2:15? Oh, no. Let me see here. 32. Alright. So, we're running out of gas. Like, it's puttering. There's zombies all around. We got rid of the stewardess. We got rid of the pregnant lady. We got rid of, nobody has been bit, as far as we know. You never know, because a bunch of people got on here, and we didn't check everybody, so you don't know. But it starts... We know that it's about to run out. There's like a gauge, and DC's like, hey, Faceless One. Hey, we're getting low on gas. There's zombies all over. Like, I see them as we're driving. They're on the sides of the tracks. The train is loud. It's like, choo-choo, chugga-chugga, chugga-chugga, choo-choo. So, like, they hear it, and they're attracted to the tracks. So they're pretty much like, it's like a race or something. They're lined up along the tracks. Sometimes they wander across. He runs them over. But, you know, he can see the gas gauge, and it's on E. We don't have anyone putting any gas into the train. So it's on E, and we're like, it's like that Seinfeld episode where they're seeing how far they can go. They got the rental car, and it's on E, and they're just driving and screaming, trying to see how far they can go with the car that's on E. That's us right now. We're in a train. It's on E, and we're just seeing how far we can go. But it's going to stop at some point, and then we're going to get attacked. And we hear some other business going on behind us. There's something back there. It's got a loud engine, and it's coming up from behind. And we're kind of slowing down. Like, we're fast. When we got full gas tank, trains are pretty fast, so... There's like a hillbilly truck that we can kind of see. Faceless One has his binoculars out, and he's looking. He's like, hey, somebody's coming from behind. They got like a pickup truck. And DC's yelling back to him like, yo, we're almost out of gas, man. Chad's like, oh, crap. But Faceless One's like, I'll go shovel. I'll go shovel some coal into the fire so we can keep going and get ahead of these bandits that are on our tail in their hillbilly pickup truck. I'll take care of it. I'm level 20. I'm gonna go shovel some coal into the fire as well. Chad's like, I'll post up at the door. I'm only level 2 though, so if something pops off, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle it. And then DC is gonna be all by himself with a exposed neck trying to drive the train. So Faceless One goes to the back. He starts shoveling in some coal. But now we have less people guarding the engine car. The train slowing down. It's running out. The bandits in the pickup truck with their foot hanging out the window. With no shoe or sock. There's a bunch of them in the back of the truck too with their shirts off. Hooting and hollering. They got sunburns. And they're trying to catch up and steal our train. Zombies all along the side too. If we run out of gas, they're attacking. If we slow down, the bandits are going to catch up in their pickup truck. So Faceless One is trying. He's back there shoveling. They start jumping on the sides. We're going so slow because we're starting to run out that some zombies start jumping on the sides of the train and like they're starting to reach through the window. So Chad's having to like stab them with his pin. And like kind of he like grabs their arm and like pulls them into the door real hard and knocks one of them off. He like stabs another one in the hand. DC's like, what's going on? We're going still, but it's kind of hard here. We're kind of behind the 8 ball and we're going so slow that they're jumping on the sides and the pick-em-up truck's catching up. But if it wasn't for Faceless One, we would be completely stopped already. So at least we're still going, I guess. Chad grabs another arm and smashes another zombie's face into the side of the thing by pulling on its arm. Its arm comes off all the way. So now he's like using the arm to beat another zombie with its own arm. Faceless One shoveling, trying to shovel with his big biceps. His shovel's really crappy though, so it keeps breaking. So he can only do so much. So he's trying to like scoop it with his hands. But the shovel just broke. So now he has to use his hands. You get so much as a nosebleed, you're gonna get clipped. Yeah. Grow a pair, Chad. Tyrant says, if I could autoplay Vault Keys, I would do that. Just running Explore 12 on autoplay while I work for token farming. Dejan says, regarding metals, does it matter what metals you use? I know it's like treasure where Nisha is the best, but if you use lower metals and both succeed, does it make any difference? Nah, it doesn't matter. Like if you're trying to level up troops, is that what you mean? You want to use the metal that's the same rarity as the troop. That's like the ideal way to do it. But sometimes you can use 2 of a lower rarity, like 50% plus 50%. Here, let's get out of Vault. Somebody asked about PvP and somebody asked about metals, so let's go look at that instead of talking about the train so much. So somebody asked about PvP. Like the PvP team that I use is just the Mother of Darkness team. I could switch it up and use other things sometimes, but if I'm just like brainlessly about to play some PvP to just get it done, I'll throw on the Mother of Darkness team. Sometimes I'll use my Flaming Oni team. Sometimes I'll use, you know, I don't know. Usually I just throw this on, honestly. So it can win a lot of the time. Ooh, this is one of those teams. Ooh. These teams suck. Oh, I was webbed. We got 48. And now they can't make as many skulls. Get out of here. So this is the team I use for PvP when I'm just like, I don't care, I just want to get it done type of stuff. For whoever asked earlier about PvP. If I lose or something, if I get mad and lose, I might switch to my Flaming Oni team. Like, It's a little bit slower, but it's a little bit safer. Or you could use the Psycho Missy. That's not it. But PvP, just use what's working for you, whatever that is. A lot of your Guild Wars teams would work. Mother of Darkness works. Like Zulgoth teams are fine. Psycho Missy's good. Flaming Oni. Right here, this is fine. For PvP. We can do one of these. All we need now is Michael Bay as the director. Tyran says I'm always coming from behind. Alright, I usually match red and green here. I don't know what I'm doing. Get a brown extra turn. We want to get up Dingus. Dingus. Green and red. Come on, where are you at? Alright, Skulls. I mean, and you just do 1 trophy PvP. You don't want to, like... 3 trophy these days is almost, like, kind of not the thing to do. I used to do 3 trophy all the time back in the day just to hurry up and get it done by getting as much points as I could. But you lose so much that it's not worth it anymore. Like, you'll get to the tier 1 faster by doing 1 trophy. At least in my experience. Whenever I do it like this, like, if I do 3 trophy the entire time trying to get to tier 1, I'm gonna lose, like, 1 out of every 4 times or something to some... Even if I don't lose, it's like they annoy me to death, or they have, like, a team that's specifically designed to make the battle take forever. There's just trolls. So, if you're gonna do PvP to tier 1, the best way to do it, in my opinion, is to do 1 trophy, and you'll only run into a troll once every, like, 10 battles instead of once every 4 battles, you know? And it's easier. So, Mother of Darkness on 1 trophy is probably, like... But this will work, too, if you keep running into, like, troll teams or something. This is just hard to kill, because it has lots of extra turns. It has lots of summon. They're goblins. You got King Gobtruffle. But it says tier 12. I need to go all the way up to tier 1. It takes, like, 2 or 3 battles per tier. So you got to do, like, whatever. Something like 40 battles or something. Then as far as meddling troops goes, if you want to start like just meddling everything because you want that achievement or whatever, that's... You either want to know like what's the best troops to meddle, or you want to know like how to get that achievement. That's what most people ask. So if you're trying to go for the achievement, which I saw somebody asking in the Discord, you would first sort by like base rarity, and then you would try to meddle as many commons as you can. And start with the ones that you know are actually good. Like you see, I have Zombie, I have Wraith, I have Wall of Bones. I'm starting with the ones I know are good. Thrall, the Guardians, Spider Swarm I use sometimes. So if I was going to meddle this... You can, like if you have like a lot of guard, you could do this, and that's fine. But whatever rarity... It's usually the best way to go. Because it only takes 1 of those. The lowest rarity, that's 100% chance. But whatever, you start at whatever the rarity of the troop is, I guess, is the way to say it. Like, if I was going to freshly, like, upgrade a troop, you have 100% chance with the guard medals, so why not? You would never use, like, any higher medal. As soon as you get to 100%... Get to 100% with the lowest rarity medals that you can. That's basically what you do. So when you're meddling troops, get to 100% with the lowest rarity medals you can. That's the answer. I need to go see if I can get that achievement again. I haven't done it, tried it in a while, but I haven't been doing Explore 12 either, so I don't imagine I have like a ton more medals or something. I haven't been like working on it, so... Did that answer your question, Degen? Use the lowest medal that you can while getting to 100%. If you want to, like on Phoenicia, you're trying to get like a super rare troop like Phoenicia, like a mythic, if you're trying to get that medaled, you can take a chance if you want to and not have 100%, but that if you fail, you're wasting medals, you know? It's really hard. It's really a kick in the balls when you waste like a high-level medal trying to medal up like Phoenicia. Because I've done it before. Like, I'll throw 3 seasons or something out of Phoenicia, hoping on like a 10% chance every once in a while, but 9 times out of 10, I'm losing 3 medals a seasons when I do that. But it's worked before, too. I think I have her on silver or gold. And that's from just trying that every once in a while. Like, oh, I have this many medals of whatever. Like, medals of seasons or something. Like, I'm going to go ahead and try 3 of them and see if I can get a low % chance. Like, you can do that sometimes, but don't do it a lot. You're going to fail like 9 times out of 10. But you might get lucky. But I'd only try that on, like, mythics that you know will be better with medals, like Phoenicia or High King Irongut or something. Supernova says Clip Bomb is the famous clipper. Got so many tats, he's running out of space on his body. What up, Beg? How's it going, man? Zombie says, Zombie. Supernova says throw the zombies into the incinerator. I hear they're flammable. I'm sure he will. If they try to come back there, he's going to start throwing them into the fire. Beg says Grandma's on the tracks. Stop the train. Chad says we all arrived safely at the station. Jim says time to drop a few mini nukes. Supernova, level 30 challenge is the trail details owe the humanity. Tyrion. You're a demon, bro. The Skull Spam team's good too, like the Skull Waterfall. I wouldn't like count on it for like super hard stuff, but just for doing like PvP or Vault keys, it's a good team for fun. I lose 3 trophy matches, you know. Sometimes, yeah. And then like sometimes they just annoy me to death and I want to just run away, you know what I mean? It's not always about losing. Sometimes it's like they're just annoying and they summon a bunch or they're looping a bunch or they, I don't know, you know? And you don't want to, you're wasting time. You could be getting 2 or 3 1 trophies done in the time that you're sitting there with them summoning in like giant spiders 50 times in a row. And you got to think about like how many points, how many tiers would you have been up in that time where you're sitting there on the 3 trophy while they're summoning a million giant spiders. And maybe you win eventually, but you could have done like 5 1 trophies in the time it took you to beat that summoning team on 3 trophy. Degen says, think one I did for achievement was Goblin Rocket before I started making all these new teams. Yeah, bounty troops are great. You need 6 million souls for 100 troops, says Beg. Tyrion says, I've medaled every common and rare in the game. Guards are 100% useless to me now. Supernova says, is there a chart for troop meddling? He said, not that I'm aware of. It's best to focus on ones you use or that can randomly summon by... Yeah, that. Yep. You want to do like bounty troops. You want to do like guardians. You want to do commons that you use, rares that you use. You want to try to get Phoenicia medaled if you can eventually, and like High King Irongut and Yao Gui and Queen Titania. You don't just medal whatever and pick certain... You don't just randomly pick stuff. You want to have a reason why you're meddling things, especially at first. Ariandel says, what level gnomes better farm in the vault? I mean, if I can kill fast. Like, are you talking about vault keys, or... Are you talking about, like, right here? Doing, like, hard, or... I would recommend always doing hard. I mean, you can use Triple Ferocity Rage Reaver and get hard done. You can use Rowan with Shield of Urskaya and get this done. It's not super hard, like... And if they run away, it's no big deal, and you're probably not going to lose. So, like, on my new account, I'm not even doing the vault right now. I'm just accumulating vault keys. Because I'm just super low level. So if you're having trouble with doing the vault on hard, maybe just save them up until you can do it. You want to have either, like, Rowan with Shield of Urskaya or Triple Ferocity or something like that. As long as you can beat them, even if they run away and stuff, it's fine. As long as you can win, you'll still get all the rewards and it'll be fine. I would do it on hard if you can. Because otherwise, you're like you're only getting 80% of the rewards, and they're just not very hard to beat. So I think almost anybody, as long as you have Rowan and like Shield of Her Sky, or even Golden Cog and Rowan and like Clockwork Sphinx, and like you can make a Rowan team that's good enough to beat the gnomes. And I think any Guardian team could beat the gnomes, and Gobshuffle team can beat the gnomes. And I mean, if you're under like level 100, maybe just save up your vault keys. But once you get a good Rowan team, or you get a good Guardian team, or you get the Gobshuffle team, you should be able to take out the highest level vault keys, if that's what you're talking about. I would just use Rowan and boost up her armor. You're closing in on half the troop medal? Oh, wow. Supernova says, well, I've gotten to the point where I need to medal troops in certain kingdoms. Dang, you're high level then. So you're 1045. You should be able to take care of it with just Rowan. Just Shield of Her Sky or Rowan, Leprechaun, Mirage Queen or something. And if not that, then do Forest Troll, Gobtruffle, Doomed Glaive or Doomed Club, or Osha's Tome, or Gobsticker, or whatever. Gobtruffle can loop gnomes to death easily. Like, it might take you 5 shots to kill him, and it might take me 3 shots, but you're still going to get it done. I think everybody, especially if you're over level 1000, you can definitely run it on the hardest setting and just triple ferocity or something. They're all red. 3 of the gnomes are red. So ferocity hits red enemies for like double damage. You could just take skulls and win that one. You could probably beat the gnomes with Mang. You could probably beat the gnomes just with Mang, you know? It's not... They're not hitting you really hard. The worst thing they're doing is like running away or hitting you with skulls. So Mang with Titan class, rock solid. You're stripping their armor, you're gaining attack, you're hitting them with skulls. So just don't worry about them running away. If that's what you're worried about, you still get the rewards. All you have to do is win. And they're not going to kill you. Because they don't do anything that hits you really hard except for skulls. Yeah. Alright, y'all. I think we are about to be out of here. So, like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. I should probably say all this before we die crazily in a train wreck or something. Last time I just went off the air dying. Everybody died and the stream cut off. But I like to say thank you to everybody, so... Thank you for joining me, Ariandil, Tyrion Shark, Supernova, Degen, Beg for Mercy, Elgin's Toy, Clip Bomb Chad, thanks for participating, man. Supernova, Jim Hambrick was here. Clip Bomb, Beg, Supernova, Degen, Tyrion, Gidralis. Tom and Danielle Elwood was here. Elgin's Toy, Supernova, Degen, Tyrion, Tom, DC United, thanks again, bro. You killed it. You did a great job as the conductor of the train. You got us pretty far. We got far away from that overrun train station. Degen, DC. Sir Michael was here. Mike D was here. Supernova, Degen, Faceless One was here. He was like he was the OP guy with his giant muscles and mustache, snapping zombies in half and throwing them all over the place. He's trying to save us right now. He's back there just shoveling coal with his hands. Travis, Sir Michael, Elgin's, DJ. Craig Jefferson's just said gamer, and that's all he said. Funky Town, Texas. Faceless One, thanks again for the 20. Chad, thanks for the 2. Get to the chopper. Lord Augustin was here. DC, thanks again, man, for the 10. Hiram Hawk was here. JM Ricks. And it won't let me go back any further, y'all. Alright, everybody. 2:45. I don't think you're going to make it. So... the horde on the side, the train slows down. Faceless One can't keep up with the, with the coal. There's nobody back there to do it. Zombies are attacking from the sides because we're going so slow. Chad's trying his best. He's pulling zombies into the train by their arm. He's ripping their arms off. He's beating zombies with their own arm. He's stabbing them with his stylus and stuff. DC's yelling like, "What's going on, guys?" So DC like jumps out of his chair because the train completely stops. He runs in. He starts trying to help Chad. Faceless one. Shoveling the coal. The bandits pull up from behind. There's no bandit kicker back there. They just jump right onto the train. They don't even put their shoes back on or put their shirt on. They just jump on. And Faceless one, he's trying, man. He's shoveling that coal with his hands, but he gets jumped from behind by like 8 hillbillies. And they take him out, man. I'm sorry to say. They take him out. Even though he's level 20, there's like 8 hillbillies. Bandits, whatever you want to call them. They jump them. The train's totally stopped. The zombies pour through the windows on the side. Chad and DC go down fighting, but they can't take on like 50 zombies by themselves. So everybody's dead. We made it pretty far, but we ran out of gas. The bandits caught up to us. The military was starting to come, and, you know, we got overrun. So it's all good. Maybe one day we'll make it further, but that was pretty good for a first one. And I appreciate it. We'll try to make it better. And I'll try to, like, I don't know, make it more snappy, make it more interactive, make it so it don't bog down the stream as much, too. But make it more interactive at the same time. I don't know how that's going to work, but anyway, I'll see y'all. Thank you so much. You go hard with your skeleton key team? Yeah, you can do that, too, with for the vault. You eventually need 20, but that's a future goal. Focus on 10 commons, rares per kingdom, and useful troops for now. That's a good idea. Like, think about your kingdom power, and like that's how you go about meddling troops up and stuff. That'd probably happen after you get the achievement, right? So first I'm thinking like, okay, I want to meddle troops to where it's useful, and they gain stats, and it's troops that I use. Next, you think about, okay, let's get the achievements. So you're doing like a bunch of commons and rares and stuff, but also still doing like useful troops. Then once you get the achievement, then you think about like, okay, what kingdom can I do this many from each kingdom so I can focus on the kingdom power thing. So first, it's just like focus on troops you use. Second, it's like focus on getting the achievement. Third, it's like focus on your kingdom power. So yeah, I had one, Tyrion. I got a perfect one. I've only had one. I need one more day and I'll get the dragon egg. I think I missed a day of dungeon, honestly. But yeah, thanks for the participation and everything. You guys are the best. That'll help. You know, I think it's still the worst month in the last 6, but that definitely helps it not hurt as much. And we can always do better next month, so it's all good. I really, really appreciate it, you guys. You guys are the best. Have a great day. I'll probably see you tomorrow for another live stream, the first one of September. But, you know, Thursdays are always like, maybe, maybe not. So, I don't know. Maybe. Probably. But see you there. Have a great day. Peace out. Zombies are the train. The train stopped. Faceless one. Oh, he couldn't. He couldn't do it with his hands. The shovel broke. The bandits caught up. The train stopped. They're coming through the windows. They tried. DC even got off his chair and came back to try to help Chad. Chad was trying, man. He's pulling their arm, knocking them in the side, and like stabbing them and stuff. He just couldn't do it, man. No more gas in the train. It just dead on the tracks. Attacking from both sides and behind. How can 3 people take care of all that by themselves, you know?